All right. Well, welcome to Grantsburg, Wisconsin. It is March 31st, and we are out here under sunny skies and slight breeze. It's about 50 degrees out. And yes, we put on a few layers, but it is beautiful. It is glorious, and we are about to play some non conference baseball here as the Cumberland Beavers come to town to take on the Grantsburg Pirates. Teams that have matched up well over the seasons. Seems like Grantsburg and Cumberland play each other pretty much I don't know, as long as I can remember, they played each other in non-conference games. This one was originally scheduled to be played in Cumberland. Field's not quite ready there. We're going to see how it is here in Grantsburg. Field looks in pretty good shape for northwestern Wisconsin on March 31st, so we're excited to get this thing going. My name is Bob Rombach, and my wife, Renee, will be joining me shortly with the starting lineups and all that kind of stuff. She is going to take over for my dad, who passed away last October. This is one of his favorite things to do, was to come out here, hang out up on my little platform here, watch his grandsons play baseball, help keep score in the scorebook, and just generally loved baseball. And in his honor this season, we are going to award a Grantsburg Player of the Game, the Tom Rombach Grantsburg Player of the Game, the one maybe who doesn't have the most stats or whatever, but that I think my dad would have really liked watching in that game, the guy who gives his best effort, that hustle and heart, that those kind of intangible things, those things that can't be kind of quantified or, and really take no talent to do the effort and just being a good teammate. So that's coming up at the end of the game, and I miss my dad, and this is one way that I can honor him. And Renee's going to do a nice job filling in and doing the scorebook. She had been doing it for the team for the last 5 or 6 years, however long it's been since Zach started playing varsity baseball. But I think this year she's been usurped by Lewis Anderson. Lewis was penciled in after the end of last year as the starting first baseman, probably, and a good pitcher. Maybe not the starting first baseman, but you get a lot of playing time and a lot of innings. Unfortunately, the young man had a knee injury and is out for the season, but he's going to still be part of the team, and he's going to do the book in the dugout. So two teams have both warmed up here on a beautiful March night. It wouldn't be a beautiful May night, but we're not picky here on March 31st, are we? Two coaches exchanging lineups. Grantsburg's season came to an end in just a rough way last year playing Cameron. And the Pirates had great opportunity, bases loaded, one out, and a suicide squeeze went bad for the Pirates. It was popped up, and then they were doubled off of third base to end the inning. And that's the way that ended. It went into extra innings, and Cameron ended up getting by the Pirates in that one. So here comes Renee. Hi, honey. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, you wrote them down already? Awesome. Okay, you want this chair, hon?
Yeah, can I move the car first?
Yeah, go move the car. Thank you. She's awesome. She just came from her new digs out there in Alpha with Luke and Burnett Plumbing. She's in the old Nelson building now, physical, and it looks great. Today was her first full day of operations there, seeing patients and whatnot, so excited to catch up with her after the game. But it's kind of run in our lives from time to time, and this is no exception. She got here, and she is now going to go move my car, because that's usually what she does, but we have a routine. But let me get to these starting lineups for Cumberland. It's Mayuski, Peterson, Wickstrom, Peterson, Graff, Cunningham, Manor, Salente, and Capra. I don't have first names, unfortunately. And for the Pirates in center field, it's Brock Matheny. Ryder Anderson is at second base. Riker Stelzel bats third and plays catcher. Archie Hale is playing right field. He'll be DH'd for by Levi Anderson. Caden Matheny bats fifth, plays first. Caleb Rombach is at short. He bats sixth. Axel Hale is in left field, so the Hale boys in the corners of the outfield. He bats seventh. Adam Handy on the bump. He bats eighth. And Cookie Lyle Lozier is the third baseman tonight for Grantsburg. I know, talking to Pete a little bit before the game this afternoon, there's a few guys vying for a couple of positions. And I got it, honey. Go sit down. Here. And so today is going to be kind of a tryout for some of that. And again, first night of baseball here, so cut us some slack too as we get things going. Ball one to the leadoff batter. Watch that Coke back there. And that's one strike, strike one. Okay. Can I have that drink, that pop? Handy. And that one turns him away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. Fly ball. Shallow center field. Actually, Brock's going to be brought kind of pushed back, but here he is. The first out of the season is recorded. No cheering from the press box, Renee. Renee's used to being on the bench. 1 away here in the top of the first inning. I need to be able to see the yeah. Peterson is up now, batting second. And he gets strike 1. And just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. No ABS system here in high school baseball in Burnett County. And that's fouled away, strike 2. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3, and he is down on strikes.
Next batter's number 2, Tucker Wickstrom.
So 2 away here. Adam Handy 2 up, 2 down, and now it's Wickstrom. Hunter Wickstrom. And Handy working ahead quickly. Fouled off. Strike 2. One thing Grantsburg is excited about is their pitching depth this season. Adam Handy gets the start. I believe he actually started the opener last year as well, and I don't remember who it was against, but he got the start. And here it is. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night as Adam Handy gets a couple of strikeouts in a 1-2-3 inning. And that's going to do it. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. At the end of half of an inning, it's Cumberland 0, Grantsburg to come to the plate. And you're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg.
Whether you're soaking in a warm summer evening, relaxing at home with a family, or putting in a hard day's work, no matter how you internet, Grantsburg Telecom has you covered. Grantsburg Telecom is proud to deliver the area's fastest Wi-Fi ever offered, meaning whether you work from home or manage a local business with cloud-based systems and real-time data, you can relax knowing that our secure, reliable fiber-first network will be there for you. Visit GrantsburgTelecom.net/fiber to learn more today.
We keep you connected.
We spark young minds.
We keep you safe on the road.
We keep you healthy.
We respond when it matters most.
We are Northwood Tech.
All right, here we are back in Grantsburg. Again, very excited. I don't remember. Should have looked back to see the last time we actually got a game to go in March. Sounds like, oh, we've got a visitor. Hey, Mr. Sundquist. So, all right, for the Pirates, batting first is Brock Matheny, then Ryder Anderson and Riker Stelsel. A couple of seniors followed by a sophomore. And it's Majewski on the hill for Cumberland. Really good ball player, good athlete overall. There you go, Brock Matheny leading things off for Grantsburg. Wind blowing in from kind of out towards left, I guess. That's a curveball, a little bit low. Ball one. I'd say it's more blowing foul, though. And that is inside 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Majewski to Matheny. And that one is inside, ball three. So certainly taken here on ball three, the 3-0 pitch. And that is in there, a high strike on 3-0. And Majewski gets his first strike of the season. See if he can come back with another one here. He winds and fires, and that one catches the bottom of the zone, and all of a sudden it's a full count. The 3-2 and a grounder. And the throw to first is in time. And there's one away. So Majewski just needed that first strike, and he got on track right away. Threw three balls, and then that first strike, threw three of those in a row. See how he comes here on Ryder Anderson. Curveball got it. He's thrown a lot of off-speed breaking balls here to start the game. And another one he bends off. You could hear maybe the grunt as he released that one. So after starting 3 balls and no strikes, 5 strikes in a row here for Majewski. That one is too high, but protecting the plate and fouling it off is Anderson. Cumberland went 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Riker Stelsel due up next for the Pirates. That one's in the dirt. Ball one. Softball team gets their season underway. They are in Cumberland tonight, taking on the Beavers there. Here's the 2-1. That's ripped and into center field. The first hit of the season, and it's Ryder Anderson putting one right back where it came from. And a one-out single for the senior. That brings up Riker Stelsel, the sophomore catcher. Started as a catcher his freshman year. As Anderson gets a nice lead from first. Grantsburg not afraid to run the base paths. See what Majewski has here. He's going to slide step home, and it's inside on the kneecaps. Ball one. Majewski in the stretch, of course. Takes a look at first. Now he'll come home. That's a little fly ball left field, caught by the left fielder. And there's two away. Stelsel retired. Fly ball out. That was Capra out there in left field. Levi Anderson, who came on strong from the plate late in the season, is the designated hitter for freshman Archie Hale. Runner goes, it's inside. The throw down to second is not in time, and Ryder indeed steals second base. Sorry, that was a strike to Levi. Grantsburg with a runner in scoring position now. Twin brothers trying to exchange places. That one is going to be to the shortstop. The throw to first is in time. And that is it, as that's the third out of the inning. No runs, one hit, one runner left on base at the end of one full inning of baseball, high school baseball in March. It is scoreless. And we'll say thank you to Burnett Medical Center.
At Burnett Medical Center, we celebrate all walks of life. From our very first steps to our sprinting strides, from on-the-job site to afterlife retirement. At BMC, we embrace every pair of feet that walks through our doors. Our comprehensive care knows no bounds. It's for the newborns, the professionals, the adventurers, and those who've traveled many miles. We're here to support you. Your journey is unique, and so is our approach to your well-being. Step into BMC, where comprehensive healthcare meets compassion. Burnett Medical Center, providing healthcare for all walks of life.
All right, welcome back, everybody. As we head to the top of the second inning. It'll be Peterson, Graff, and Cunningham for the Beavers. 4, 5, 6 batters. Oh, boy. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Parker Peterson is the leadoff batter. Parker. And the pitch is low, ball one. I think Coach Pete Johnson is going to sort of limit the pitchers here today. First game of the year, a little bit chilly. And I'd be kind of surprised. He didn't tell me like pitch count or innings or anything, but I'd be somewhat surprised if we saw any pitcher go more than a couple innings or maybe 30 to 40 pitches. That was a little high. No, their arms just aren't quite in shape, I would imagine. Only 3 practices outside and a long season Kind of. That's a swing and a miss. Kind of a long season. I mean, it's probably the shortest season. Getting a game in this early feels like stealing one in a way. Handy delivers a little off-speed pitch, maybe a change-up, and that's fouled away. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Graff on deck. Cunningham in the hole. And that one's pop foul again. Good at bat here, but that is out of play. They'll do it again. If anybody's watching over at the girls' softball game between these two teams, would love to hear a score update. You can put that in the chat. Relay that on to fans of Grantsburg and Cumberland watching. Oh, pulled the string, Adam Handy. And that's one away. That was kind of just a nasty old pitch there. Graff, number 5 batter in the lineup. He plays right field. Lefty takes ball 1, a little bit high it looked like. I wore my heated vest, but I didn't turn it on, Renee. And just out of the zone, ball 2. That caught the corner, strike 1. Cumberland has a couple of guys playing at River Falls that I know of. David Olson and, oh, come on, Robert. I just had it. That one misses inside. That's ball 3, 3-1. Oh, do you remember? Oh, come on, Bob. And the reason I know that my son goes to River Falls, plays baseball as well, Zach Rombach. And that one's way too high. Easy take, and it's ball 4. First base runner for Cumberland with 1 out here in the 2nd inning. It's a fun last name, too. Why can't I remember it? No. Here's Cunningham. He'll be followed by, was that Manor? Okay. First baseman Cunningham. Really popular name in Cumberland, too, Renee. Come on, Bob. I'll remember it. Trying for a bunt. Can't get it to go. Why are you laughing? Who's popular in Cumberland? I'm not popular in Cumberland. Nobody knows me there. The name is popular in Cumberland. Popular, not common. Throw back to first. Diving back safely. Graff. Keep score, though. The pitch, that's high. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Cunningham. Missed the bunt or fouled it off. Takes ball 1. Keep going. Go. Vaughn Johnson. Well, the last name is definitely common. Vaughn, though, is a cool first name. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's right. Vaughn Johnson. So the batter offered at that one. Not offered, but swung at that one. Check swing. Went too far. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first. Good lead. He's going to go. That one's popped up, and it is out of play. She's fine. Renee's worried about the welfare of this little baby girl over here. She's fine. So, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll do it again. Add him up to 27 pitches. So almost certainly this will be his last inning. And hopefully he can just get out of this. Fouled off. Staying alive is Cunningham. And then Manor, followed by Celent, if they should reach. JV game going on at the same time over on the other field. You can see it sort of in the background. Runner goes. That one's fouled away again. 4 straight foul balls. Good effort here by Cunningham. If you whisper, there's no chance I can hear you. Oh, gosh, honey. Throw back to first. That is close. Good pickoff move. Getting back is Graff. 1 ball, 2 strikes, although this is the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That's grounded, and it's going to be through into center field. An excellent at-bat there by Graff, and he puts it right back up the middle, and there's 2 runners on for the Beavers here with 1 away. That was a heck of an at-bat. That was the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Yeah, Renee just said that's a quality at-bat. That's right. She's going to ask for a microphone here pretty soon. I'm used to working with people who don't want to be on the air. She wants to be on the air. Do you want to be on the air? Oh, gosh, I can't. Yeah, Cunningham is a tall kid. Well, maybe. Here we go. That one's too high. This is Manor, the number 7 batter. He's the catcher, and then Celent awaits on deck. Cumberland with something going here in the top of the 2nd inning. Manor going just short sleeve shirt. He's a tough guy. Here's the pitch. That's too high. Adam kind of letting him go a little bit high, I've noticed. See if he can get that foot down and follow through here. And guides it just a little bit high, 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes. 1 pitch away from loading the bases, and Cunningham with a heck of a good at-bat. That's going to be just on the corner, a 3-0 strike. Really credit him with keeping this thing going. He was down 1-2. Seemed like the whole at-bat practically, and then he fouled 4 away and got a hit on another 1-2 pitch. Runners are going to go, and the throw down to third is ball 4. Doesn't matter. Just trying to see what was going on there. So another walk. 2 walks here in this 2nd inning with a hit in between. First guy was out. I see Levi Anderson getting ready in the bullpen playing catch with Henry Quintana. All right, so the first jam of the year. Nope. See that? And we're going to have a pinch or courtesy runner here. Manor, the catcher, is going to come out, and we don't have the roster, unfortunately, for Cumberland, so we're not sure who number 30 is, but I'm sure he's a fine young man. 1 ball and no strikes. So there's a strike, 1-1. Oh, somebody did help us out here. Let's see. Kayla said Vaughn Johnson. Yeah. I don't know if you had it in there before we finally figured it out, but thank you for your help. That's a strike on the low side of the knees, bottom of the knees, I should say. That one's fouled off. And that's a strike. Check swing. Actually, just got out of the way there. That one's fouled away. And Riker Stelsel is able to make the catch. Big out there for the Pirates. And a nice play by the sophomore catcher, and there's 2 away. Mason Capra. Mason Capra is the number 9 batter, and he'll be asked to try to get the runners going here. Bases loaded. That one's too high. Riker thought about throwing behind the runner at first. Did not. 1 ball, no strikes. That one's at the letters, strike 1. The 1-1 too high. Looking for a hit here at the bottom of the order to break the 0-0 tie here in the top of the second. And that's too high too. Adam, we've seen him miss high a lot here in this second inning. Now he's got to bring one with the 3-1, no place to put him. And now Riker's going to go talk to Adam out at the mound, pat him on the back, get his mind right, see if he can come back here with a strike. My guess is, well, I don't have a guess. It's too early, and I don't know these players or the coaches for Cumberland, but not the worst idea to just make him pitch a strike here. Having a little bit of trouble, walked 2 guys already. Another ball is a run for Cumberland. He found the strike zone. He was taking it, looked like, the whole way. Now it's a full count. Runners will be off with the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will go. You can see them communicating that around the horn. Here's the pitch. Strike 3, and he is down on strikes. Adam Handy, when it counts the most, is able to get strike 3. A lot of saber rattling there in the top of the second inning, but no runs come across for the Beavers. And we're going to say thank you to our sponsors. We'll start with Air Force this time.
Everyone knows me as Maddie, but here I'm Master Sergeant Hefner.
Can't stop this. Ha. So let's go.
This is my life in the Air National Guard.
You can't stop this. Never. Let's go.
I'm Dr. John Campa. I'm a board-certified orthopedics and general orthopedics here at Burnett Medical Center, and I've been practicing for 9 years. We do a lot of surgeries of the hand, such as carpal tunnel surgery, trigger finger releases, mass excisions. We treat a lot of fractures, both operative and non-operative, hip and knee replacement as well. Patients want quality care, and they want it close to home. Fortunately, we can provide that right here at Burnett Medical Center.
All right, thank you again to all of our incredible sponsors. Grantsburg will start with the number 5 batter, Caden Matheny, followed by Caleb Rombach, the shortstop, and then Axel Hale out in left field. He'll be batting third, so it's Matheny, Rombach, Hale. As we head to the bottom of the second inning. Matheny gets hit by pitches more than anybody I've ever seen in my life. That time, trying to hit the pitch, came up short. Here Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball. Oh! Now, we see tall guys kind of not get the benefit of the doubt on the high ones. That one just a good pitch, caught the outside corner at the knees. 0-2 now to Matheny. That one's fouled away by Caden, just kind of protecting that time. Catcher putting the target pretty high on this one. And that one's lifted into left field and caught. And kind of shallow left field, one away. Grantsburg with just the one hit. Ryder Anderson got it. It's okay. Now Renee's son, Caleb Rombach, comes to the plate. She can't cheer in the press box, but you can't tell Mama Bear what to do. That's a curveball. Ooh, he watches it go right over the strike zone. Majewski is great at locating those breaking balls. Now he can kind of play with Caleb here, start one over and bend it out. Let's see if that's what he does. Yeah, but Caleb got a hold of it. Oh, it's picked up. Shouldn't say he got a hold of it. He got a piece of it or grounds it out to the pitcher. There's 2 away. Now Axel Hale making his, I think, varsity batting debut. I think this is his first crack at it. Majewski trying for a clean 1-2-3 inning, gets strike 1. Boy, he started Brock Matheny off with 3 straight balls. Leadoff batter for the Pirates in the bottom of the first, but since then he's really dialed it in. And it's 0-1 to Axel inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a swing and a miss. 1-2. So I wonder if we'll see Levi here in the top of the 3rd inning. Handy up to 47 pitches, almost certainly Levi Anderson, who was. Here's Axel grounding it to short, a slow roller, and he bobbles it. And Axel will reach on error. And the Pirates have a little bit something going here in the bottom of the 2nd. The 2-out base runner.
Now batting number 24,
Adam Handy now bats, number 8 batter. And then Lyle Lozier, whose father was a great baseball player for the Pirates back in his day. Hale with a decent lead. They go home, and that is inside, ball 1 to Handy. Checks the runner, Majewski. That one's into left field. Maybe a play at second. No. And Adam Handy with a solid knock into left field. And Grantsburg has their 2nd hit of the game. And now a couple runners on here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Now Lyle Cookie Lozier bats. Cookie playing 3rd base for Grantsburg, looking to bring a run across. His fellow junior is at 2nd base. A good base knock will get him around pretty fast at 2nd. Here's the pitch. That one's lifted into center in the air. Probably routine, and it is. It is caught. Oh, got caught in center field. So Grantsburg getting the bat on the ball, but not able to get the first run across here in the 2nd inning. So that's going to do it through 2 innings. No runs. 1 hit, 2 left on base for the Pirates at the end of 2. It's still scoreless here in Grantsburg.
Whether you're soaking in a warm summer evening, relaxing at home with a family, or putting in a hard day's work, no matter how you internet, Grantsburg Telecom has you covered. Grantsburg Telecom is proud to deliver the area's fastest Wi-Fi ever offered, meaning whether you work from home or manage a local business with cloud-based systems and real-time data, you can relax knowing that our secure, reliable fiber-first network will be there for you. Visit grantsburgtelecom.net/fiber to learn more today.
Levi's in for Archie. Archie's on the bench. All right, hey, we're having fun here. Last day of March, Holy Week. It's Good Friday. Indeed, it is Good Friday.
It's not. It's Tuesday.
What are you talking about? Why are you? Oh, just keep the book, hotshot. It is not, indeed. It is not even close, friends, to Good Friday. Yikes. Oh, you scheduled for... Oh, that's what it was? Okay, great. All right, Levi Anderson in for the Pirates on the hill. And it's the top of the order as Majewski, Peterson, and Hunter Wickstrom will bat for Cumberland. Cumberland had the bases loaded with one away, but the Pirates are able to get out of that. That one's in the dirt, ball one. Probably Levi Anderson considered the ace of the staff, but the Pirates have a lot of good pitching this season. That one's at the knees, strike two, 2-2. He's got I remember Levi came in his sophomore year. I think wasn't it Levi who came in all the time with the bases juiced? And he got out of all sorts of jams. That one's fouled away, 2-2 still. And he's just become a heck of a good hurler for the Pirates. Out of the set, no windup for Levi. And that one's in the dirt. Full count here for Majewski. Thursday's games don't look too good. It looks like we're going to have third winter on this next couple days. Ooh. Chasing one a little bit high, might have been ball 4, but the at-bat continues between Anderson and Majewski. Here's the pitch, swing and a foul. Got by Riker. Get him after this. Here's the pitch. That's kind of fisted into left field. Tough play for Axel. He came up with it. And they said it was short hopped. And I think that's right. Axel tried to sell it.
Hey, Coach. Coach.
Renee. Stop. Go down and get it then. Yikes, I got to... Throw to first, not in time. Big lead from Majewski. He's going to go. Throw down to second is not in time. Takes a strange hop and a stolen base. So with nobody out, runner in scoring position. Levi is going to throw home. Curveball right there. 1-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Riker thought about flinging it down there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. See if Levi can kind of work through this. Throw back to second. Not in time. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to third, and he is going to be safe as the ball is dropped at third base. Well, I don't know if that's even the best camera angle. Probably would have been better just to stay there. That's a long ways away from us. So Majewski's stealing third base now. And a runner on third, 2 balls and 2 strikes as that pitch was out of the zone. Runner on third, nobody out, swing and a miss, and Levi notches his first strikeout. Now it'll bring up Wickstrom, then Peterson and Graff. Anderson popped up foul, and that's going to maybe reach the seats. It does. It hits the roof where Eric Satterland is playing. Oh. Renee finally accomplished her mission of getting the one. There was a ball on the warning track over here. Huh? She says it's called field safety. She's the safety provider and the scorekeeper for the We Are Network. Here's the pitch. That one breaks low. 1 ball and 1 strike on that foul ball. Curveball, grounder into the dirt and foul. 1-2. Second inning in a row that the Beavers have had a runner at third base with less than 2 outs. See if they can get him across. Majewski with a single to left, stole second, stole third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's another strikeout for Levi Anderson on a nasty breaking ball. Parker Peterson now bats, and then Graff up next. Strike, and Levi's feeling it. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Peterson struck out looking in to start the second inning. 0-2 to him here. And the pitch too high. Here's the 1-2. That's nubbed. It's going to get kind of a tough play. Ryder over to first, and Caden squeezes it, and the inning is over. No runs on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base for the Beavers, and still at the end of 2.5. It's scoreless here in Grantsburg.
Whether you're soaking in a warm summer evening, relaxing at home with a family, or putting in a hard day's work, no matter how you internet, Grantsburg Telecom has you covered. Grantsburg Telecom is proud to deliver the area's fastest Wi-Fi ever offered, meaning whether you work from home or manage a local business with cloud-based systems and real-time data, you can relax knowing that our secure, reliable fiber-first network will be there for you. Visit grantsburgtelecom.net/fiber to learn more today.
Yeah, kind of just taking in the scene here. It's going to be the top of the order for Grantsburg. Brock Matheny starts things off.
Leading off for the Pirates, number 9, Brock Matheny.
Here's ball 1. Majewski in there still for Cumberland. He's pitched an efficient first 2 innings, so rewarded with at least another one. That one's grounded up the middle. Gloved. The throw to first is in time. And there's one away. Good play there by the visiting squad. Now I seem to have lost my scoreboard here. Okay. That ball is a little bit low. Back on you. There we go. And a swing and a miss. One ball and one strike here with one away. Ryder Anderson got a hit his last time up. That one's a strike. Majewski's been dealing nicely with those curve balls or sliders or whatever he's got going there. Here's the 1-2. That one's high and tight. Count even up, 2-2. Riker Stelsel on deck. That curves right in there, and I think he knew it. As soon as he turned, he got him. Majewski with that big breaker.
Now batting number 1, Riker Stelsel.
See what Riker can do here with 2 away. Stelsel flew out to left, his first time up. Inside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Stelsel. That one's in there. Majewski is really getting the best of the Pirate hitters. Don't see a lot of swings here from Grantsburg. Probably just don't know what to expect here from Majewski. Another curveball grounded into the dirt on the third base line and foul. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here, no score in this one. Here's the pitch. That one hits in front of the plate, so an easy take there for Riker. Last inning, we saw Henry Quintana in left field, and Levi Anderson technically came in for Archie Hale. And here's the 2-2. Nope. See if there's any more shuffling of the deck in the next inning. Levi Anderson's on deck for Grantsburg. And that one's grounded towards third, and that is foul. Riker Stelsel lives and breathes baseball. This is his sport. You've seen him play basketball too, but his favorite sport is for sure baseball. And here's the full count, 3-2, and he draws the walk, 2-out walk. And the Pirates have a runner here again in the third inning. They've had a runner in each inning, have yet to get anybody across. Levi Anderson will bat and Caden Matheny on deck. Riker can steal, not a extremely speedy guy, but quicker than you might think. Back to first, and there you go. Kind of leaned the wrong direction, quick enough to get back to first. Isn't taking a massive lead here. It's a moderate lead for Riker. Majewski. And Riker will go. The throw down to second is not in time. The ball squirts away. And it's a stolen base for Riker. Now the Pirates with a runner in scoring position. A well-placed ball here by Levi could score Riker from second. Here's the pitch, fouled away. 0-2 here to Anderson. Matheny on deck, Caden. Majewski takes a look. Now he's going to come home. That one has Levi ducking out of the way. Ball one. Tried to backdoor that one, I think, and just, it is cold. You see Majewski kind of blowing in his hand every time just to keep it warm. Here's the 1-2. Fouled away. Now Majewski up to 46 pitches here in the season opener. Another 1-2. Too high, 2-2. Good eye there by Anderson. Evens the count. You can kind of see Majewski look like he kind of had some frustration after that one. I don't know if this is what he was thinking, but last couple of curveballs haven't really done what he wanted. That one does. Roller to third, and the throw to first is not in time, and it gets by. And Levi is going to go to second, and Grantsburg is going to score the first run of the game as Riker speeds home. We'll get an official scoring here from Renee. But Grantsburg does plate the first run of the game. You're going E5. E5 is the official score. That's just brutal. I'd have given you a hit. All right. So they swap spots, and Caden Matheny will bat and take ball one, I think. Yep, ball one. 1-0. Grantsburg leads here. The run definitely scored on an error. I think Levi had that beat out, but we can watch the replay later. That one's too high. Ball two. So Majewski kind of losing the feel maybe. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you could hear Renee, but he might not be able to feel his fingers. You can see him blowing into his hand all the time, but he can only do so much. He's got to sit there and they cool off. After that, here's the pitch. Oh, he got that one nicely. That's going to be a tough play. That's into shallow center. And he makes the catch, a little basket catch on his knees. And that's going to do it for the Pirates, but they do get the first run of the game. Are you okay, honey? You put what in the wrong column? The entire thing? Uh-oh. Since we've got the owner and operator of the, let's see, we'll put you on here. How about that? Did you see the video today? Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Let's see if I can even hear you. Check, say it. I can't hear you. Hold on. Is this even on? Bro, is this thing even on? No, it wasn't. I didn't have ambient mic at all. All right. Hi. Good. I still can't really hear you. Can you guys hear her? Wait. Yeah. There we go. Oh, my goodness.
You need one of these.
Oh, my gosh. That's so loud. Why are you screaming?
Oh, I was talking to Gavin.
Yeah. You've got a microphone on now, buddy.
I was quiet.
Oh, boy. So how is the transition going out there?
Good.
If you didn't know, Renee is the owner of Physical here in Grantsburg, a longtime sponsor. Took it over after Dan Onstead passed away and now has moved out to the old Nelson building out in Alpha. Just finished up moving you out there. That was a
busy weekend.
It was an incredible weekend. We had a lot of help, thankfully. So who all, and don't forget a single person who helped.
Won't. So my entire staff packed on Friday. Mm-hmm. On Saturday, I had Lee and David Roberts.
David.
Okay. That's what his dad
calls him. We go by formal. Him. Okay.
Wendy and Taylor Katerlich. Daxter and Dakota Schultz. Uh-huh. Dylan and Brody Seeger. Yeah. And for about 2 seconds, Caleb Rombach.
Anybody else?
Bob Rombach and Nick Rombach.
Oh, I thought for sure you were going to leave me out. I thought I was going to get you, but I didn't.
No.
All right, your mic's cut off. Thank you. No, we'll talk in the middle of the next inning. 1-0 Grantsburg here on top of Cumberland. I am available for marital advice if anybody wants it. Should have had Renee Mike turned up for that reaction. Woo! A little foul ball into the Cumberland JV fans. That was close. Levi Anderson in for his second inning of work. That one is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brock? Groff. Cunningham. Okay. Maybe I will. That one's lifted up, and it might be playable. It's in a tough spot, and the 3 converge and can't get there. Levi and Riker both had the best opportunity there, but couldn't quite track it down. And Groff is still alive. Groff walked and finished the second inning at third base. Couldn't get across. 2 innings in a row. In fact, the Beavers have had a runner on third. We'll see if they can do it again. That ball is low and in the dirt. Ball 2. Here's a 2-2. Too high. And good at bat here by Groff. Is that how you said it? Groff? It's spelled like Steffi Graf. Payoff pitch is outside. He kind of hesitated, but it was only so he could toss the bat out. Now, so leadoff walk here for the Beavers, and they've got a runner on first, and Cunningham will bat. First time he was up, he had a battle with Adam Handy, ended up getting a hit after falling down 1-2, throw over not in time. And then he was able to get a single to center to keep the inning going, kind of a pivotal spot in the inning. He's going to drop one down. Absolutely gorgeous bunt. The throw to first is not in time. Absolutely beautiful bunt by Cunningham. And he's going to get a single out of that. It was a good throw by Levi, but Cunningham just racing down the line. And now there's nobody out. Runners on first and second. Levi had the leadoff batter with 2 strikes, but now there's 2 on for the Beavers. That one's too high. Second time Cunningham's been on base. Throw to second is a, just kidding. And here's the pitch, strike. 1 ball and 1 strike here. Manor and then Sellant. Too high. Levi normally very accurate, has a little bit of trouble here. See if he can dial it in on this 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. I had 2 balls, 1 strike. The scoreboard has it 1 ball, 2 strikes, so I must have been mistaken. Because Myron gets that right way more often than I do. So 1-2. That one gets by Riker. Throw to third, he's just going to eat it. A wild pitch by Anderson. Takes away the force with nobody out. So for the 3rd inning in a row, Cumberland gets a runner to third base, this time with nobody out. And that's a knock into center field. Going back is Matheny. It's over his head. That's going to score 2 runs for Cumberland. And standing up at second base. Excellent play, excellent hit by Manor. A 2-run double for the young man. Yeah, he really got a hold of that one over Brock's head. They are playing pretty shallow in the outfield. I think that's a function of early season. And pulls the bunt back, takes ball 1. So Grantsburg scored in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Cumberland's answered with a couple in the top of the 4th. Shows bunt again, and that one is going to be foul. Riker dramatically swats the ball. I haven't really seen that before. So 1-1, trying to get that runner into third base with 1 out. Wouldn't be surprised to see it again here with Sellant, number 8 batter, and then They're going to bunt again, and he fouls that one off. Can't get the bunt down, so now he's going to have to swing away. And is it Mason? Oh, Capra. Oh, Mason Capra. I see. Capra on deck. So 8-9 guys. 2 runs are in. Runner on second base. Still nobody out. Curveball swing and a miss, and there's the first one.
Next batter's number 1, Mason Capra.
Mason Capra. Capra struck out looking in the second inning. Anderson fires low. Levi up to 41 pitches. Used to seeing him pitch 15 pitches per inning, so struggling a little bit in the first outing of the year, and that time he plunked him. So a hit by pitch. Number 9 guy gets on base. First base was open, but it brings up the top of the order now. And that is going to be Majewski, Troy Majewski, who is 1 for 2. Singled last time up and was stranded on third after stealing second and third. Cumberland already with 2 runs across. Runners on first and second. And that one's fired high. 1 ball, no strikes. Strike. Throw back to first. Oh. Little gamesmanship at second. 1-1. I like that Riker threw that to first. That one just off the plate. 2-1. Working quickly. That one's in the dirt. Check swing. And the runners are going to stay. I think he went. He called it a strike. So the hitter went too far with the swing. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good recovery there by Stelsel, too, to find the ball, not allow the runners to move up. And that's another one in the dirt picked up by Riker. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Just for comparison, Grantsburg's had 2 pitchers in the game. Both of them have had 45-plus pitches. Majewski's sitting at 51. Swing and a miss. So there are 2 away. And just to finish that last thought up, Grantsburg has pitched 1/2 inning more-ish. And Sellen's going to go back into the dugout. Sorry, Manner's going to go back into the dugout, courtesy runner. And now it's Matt Peterson batting. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. And the pitch. Ball 1. Oh, excuse me. He called that a strike. That one's inside. Now it's 1-1. 2 runs across here for Cumberland. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul. Now 2 strikes on the batter. Nice crowd on hand, in fact, for a chilly day, but it's the season and home opener here for the Pirates. That one's in the dirt. Good stop by Riker Stelsel. Important stop there for Riker to keep the runners at bay. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Levi's pitch. Swing and a miss. And he's able to get out of it, but not until Cumberland does some damage. They get the 1 run back, +1, 2-1 here as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Okay, I'm going to turn this up. No yelling. I have 2 chapsticks, in fact. All right, you're on the air, okay?
Okay, hi.
There you go.
Thanks.
You're welcome. How about this? There's a little bit of an echo because your mic is picking up my mic, but that's okay.
Somebody new is warming up. I don't know who.
Somebody new for the Pirates. Going to be warming up in the dugout. We'll see who pops out to do it or if they're going to bat first. I think
We have
go ahead.
Rombach, Hale, and Quintana for his.
Rombach, Hale, and Quintana. So Caleb is a pitcher. I know they were talking about maybe not having him pitch today so he can pitch on Thursday. However, with 98% chance of snowmageddon again on Thursday.
They might not try to
Yeah,
save that
no real reason to save anybody. Caleb's going to hit next, so maybe we'll see him in the next inning. Levi up to 53 pitches, and it's a new pitcher for Cumberland as well, number 19.
We don't know who that is.
Okay, we don't know, so we'll be listening to
surprise.
Eric. It's a surprise. You like surprises?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, come here. So 19 is pitching, and I bet Eric. So be on the listen for Eric maybe giving
Did he
us the
actually
name.
go in for Majewski? Or
Majewski?
Majewski.
He was Majewski's number 14. Looks
Is
like
he at
he's at
third?
third, yeah. So we don't know. We don't know. It's early in the
Inform.
season. We need rosters, et cetera, et cetera. But for Grantsburg, it's Caleb Rombach batting.
Oh.
You're fine.
Caleb.
Go ahead.
Oh. Caleb, Axel, Quintana.
All right, there we go. Caleb, Axel, and Henry. As we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, Pirates now down by a run. And here's the pitch inside, ball one to Caleb. Caleb grounded out to the pitcher first time up, takes ball two very high. These two teams squared off in basketball. Grantsburg besting Cumberland in Cumberland. And the pitch, that's in the dirt. Ball three, struggling out of the gate, number 19. Grantsburg trying to draw a walk here to start inning number 4 for them. Rombach, if he gets on, is a threat to steal. Will be taking here almost certainly as the leadoff. The pitch, that finds the strike zone right at the belt. And everybody knows he's taking it. It's okay. 3-1. That was not a generous 3-0 strike. That was right there for him. See if he can come back. The 3-0 swung on to shortstop, and that is olayed a little bit. And Caleb will reach on an error. He would argue that he'd beat that out, but he would be wrong in that argument. But he's on first base, and the Pirates have a leadoff batter on here in the bottom of the fourth inning. For the first time this season, the leadoff batters made it. See if Caleb can get another 90 feet here. 19 sets, now checks, and he'll step off. Caleb with another decent lead at first. A little slide step. He's going to go, and that ball is fouled away out of play. Probably good. That was a good slide step there by the pitcher. Caleb didn't get a great jump that time. Axel fouled it off and maybe saved a play at second. See if he goes again. He's got a big lead. And he'll step off once again. And the pitch doesn't go, and it ends up hitting Axel. Axel did his best to get out of the way there, but There's runners on first and second now with nobody out. That brings up Henry Quintana. Henry is batting for Adam Handy. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, so this is Henry's first at-bat of the season. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Inside for Henry. That'll be Lyle Lozier on deck. Checking with third base coach Pete Johnson for the signs. Now we're ready, and here's the pitch. That's a strike on the corner. 1-1. And the pitch one more time. That one's low. Sneaks by. Caleb's going to go to third, and he will get there. Good aware base run, just trickled behind the catcher that time. Two balls and one strike. Runners in great position here. Second and third after Grantsburg gave up the lead in the top of the inning. Looking to get it back here, and now it's 3 balls and a strike. First base open, 3-1. Swung on and dribbled down the left side, foul. Well, I'm not a free agent as far as professional baseball teams go. I'm still a Twins guy, but this season's already cooked. 1 and 3, 1 and 4. Here's the pitch. Oh boy, at the knees, caught the strike zone, and that's one away as Quintana goes down looking. Now Lyle Lozier bats. He flew out to center field in his first at-bat. Trying to find grass here and score a run or two for Grantsburg. And here's the pitch. And he does just that. It's the shortstop, but where is it? It went into center field, so that might score 2. There might be a play at the plate. Axel slides safely home. And Lyle will stay at first. I couldn't tell if that was an Olay or it might have been a hit for Lozier. We'll check with the official scorer later, but clutch for Lozier. 2 runs across for the Pirates, and they now lead 3-2. Lyle Lozier on first, and it's the top of the order, Brock Matheny. And here's the pitch. Ground ball. That's kind of a swinging bunt. Could be effective. The throw to first is in time. Lyle gets down to second base, and they're 2 away. And Rombach does go down to the bullpen. Looks like he's going to be the next one in. He's got to work kind of quickly. There's 2 away. Ryder Anderson got the first hit of the season for Grantsburg. That time it's inside, trickles away. Cookie is going to stay put. Cookie not the fleetest of foot. He knows his limitations. And that time he decided, I'm going to just be okay at second. And the pitch in the dirt, not quite in the dirt, but taken for ball 2. Anderson followed by Riker Stelsel. And the pitch, that's at the letters, strike 1. 19 sets and delivers. Grounder, going to be kind of a tough play. It's got to be an accurate throw, and it is. Out at first is Ryder Anderson, and that does it for the Pirates, but they get a couple across. And they retake the lead 3-2 over the Cumberland Beavers here. Let's turn Renee's mic back up. Any insights or thoughts as we were about halfway, a little over halfway through game number 1?
Well, it's a lovely sunshiny day. I could do with a slightly less wind.
Oh, this is nothing up here.
I'm super excited about heated vests.
Yeah.
I think everyone should invest in one.
Do you sell them?
No, I wish.
You should.
Actually, I've told the school that they should do branded heated vests. That hasn't happened yet, but that was my hot tip for the
Oh, I get it. Very good.
picked up on it.
Kind of was wondering if you had any insights on the game, but personal comfort is important.
Well, you know, I think it's a lot of cold hands, so we'll see if Caleb can be accurate.
Yeah, both Grantsburg pitchers have touched 50 pitches. We're heading to the top of the 5th, so Caleb is the 3rd pitcher. That tells me that Pete is pretty sure that Thursday's game is not going to happen as scheduled, and Rombach will come in. But you can see, like, Caleb
Needs a haircut.
Caleb needs a haircut. Okay, Mom. But Caleb and Levi are a couple of the top pitchers on the team. So both of them, I mean, a couple of them. The Pirates are
deep.
Well, I'm glad this is what happens. I glaze Caleb, and then he throws one to the backstop.
He was just checking V's reflexes.
Checking V's reflexes. V being Brian Vilstrup.
I think
We used to call him V,
yeah,
but they call him Vil now.
that's weird.
I know, it's
I'm
weird.
not doing
It's
it.
wrong. I'm not doing it either.
Well, he's a little cold too because he didn't get up to that ball. So,
Caleb fires another one to the backstop. This could get interesting.
you know, our first couple of pitchers could probably feel their hands pretty well. But as we get deeper into the game, my fingers are kind of numbish and I've got gloves, so I don't know how they're feeling the ball right
Yeah,
now.
that's true. My hands are kind of cold, and I've got them inside my vest, so. But,
Pitchers are not allowed to wear heated vests as far as I'm aware.
okay, you're touching the mic, though, and it's just.
Oh, well, I was trying to turn up my vest. Sorry about that.
All right. Balls are in. One more pitch.
Did we figure out who number 19 went in for? We got to pay
No,
attention to
but
the batting.
Exactly. Pay attention to the batters. Throw down by Stelsel, and
If I promise to make only relevant comments, so I get to keep my mic on?
you know, yeah. I wasn't allowed to speak my first time on the
This is not my first time.
Okay.
I've called full games before.
ground ball, first base, and it's off the glove of Caden Matheny into right field. And so one pitch and one swing, a runner is on first base. That was Hunter Wickstrom, and now Parker Peterson bats. What are you calling that one?
E3.
All right.
I'm not very generous. My kids.
No,
don't
I
like
think
when
that
keep
was
books.
an E3. That was an E3. I would agree with you. Swinging a foul back. Caleb threw that one pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. He said he was popping the glove well in practice last week.
You can't say what Caleb says at home because he is a goof at home. Back to first. Nope. I'm sure he would not. Yeah.
He said Levi was popping the glove well.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. He is really high on this team. If you want to know what he really says at home, talk about it in a second. Here's the pitch. That's another foul back. He is throwing the ball pretty hard here. No, he's really high on this team. Like have been talking about, the pitching depth is very good. The fielding should be a plus for him, and if they can get the bats rolling, they are built for a decent year. Back to first. You know, not to look ahead. This is the first game. We're still in March. We played basketball this month, like regular season basketball. So it's a long way to the end of the year, but Pirates built and looks like they should have a good season on paper. That was another foul ball. Caleb's dealing up there. Let's see if he changes speeds here. Nothing in 2. He'd be cool if his dad would man the scoreboard. There you go, 0-2. Caleb with a phenomenal basketball season. And here's the 0-2 once again. He did.
Oh.
And he fouled.
He beamed him.
Well, that's
noggin.
It was, I think Riker was kind of lobbying that he ducked into the pitch, across the plate. And that's what they're talking about. He ducked, and it hit him in the head as it was across the plate. So that's a judgment call from the umpire, but sort of did seem like that. And that was number 19 who got that. So an error and a hit batter.
So he's in for Parker Peterson.
Who is it?
Oh, Parker Peterson is number 19.
Oh, okay.
He ain't going for anybody.
We missed
he
it
sits
then.
himself. Well, I couldn't read my 9. I thought it was a 17.
Oh, okay. So I thought it hit his helmet. It looks like he's smiling, so everything's okay with Parker, so that's good. But Caleb had him 0-2, tried to throw a breaking ball. It must have broke a lot because Parker ducked out of the way and ended up getting hit in the head. If it wasn't a strike, it was just inside. There's a strike.
This is Graf or Graf, depending on. I've heard of both ways.
Sean Spencer over here. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to third is not in time. Runner stays at first. So either not getting the steal sign or it was just the runner at second making a decision on his own. But Cumberland with kind of a strange start to the inning. They have runners on first and third. Now a conference at the mound as runners at first and third. And, only 7 practices in. They might not have even worked on first and third plays.
Yeah, I think they were only outside 3 times.
3 times, yes. So there's only so much you can cover. So they're going to talk about it here. Caleb's been ahead. He's thrown a lot of strikes. And Eric Sadlin plays the Jeopardy music as
he says, get to get.
Let's go, he says. They got to make sure they know what they're doing. Cookie is new to the infield. They've got Levi at short, Ryder at second, Caden at first. They're experienced there, but Cookie at third, not experienced in varsity. So here's the pitch, swinging a foul and another strike thrown by Caleb. He has 8 pitches. How many have been strikes? Can you count them up? All of them. Except the one where he hit the kid. But that might have been a strike too, or also. That was the debate with Riker and the ump. First and third, 0-2, nobody out. Rombach, this is an anomaly. 8 pitches, 8-ish strikes. The runner goes, and the throw down to second is cut off, and the throw to third. He is back in time.
It was a strike.
Was it a strike?
Yeah.
So that was a strikeout? So he struck him out. Caleb gets his first strikeout of the season, but it comes at the expense of second base. Runners on second and third. Cunningham. Is this Cunningham?
Yep, Cunningham.
Okay, Cunningham is up.
Well, he's been doing well. We want him to.
Here's the pitch. Another bunt, and it's out of play, or a foul. That was a squeeze. Trying to take a page out of Pete Johnson's book. So with 1 out, a squeeze is in order here. Caleb up to 10 pitches. And 9 or 10 of them have been strikes with a hit batter. It's crazy. Well, that'll be an interesting topic tonight over Sloppy Joe's.
Cunningham's last bunt was beautiful.
Yes, it was. It was meant to be a sacrifice, but he did such a good job. He earned first base. Another strike, a check swing strike here, and it's 0-2 to Cunningham. He's not going to bunt with it 0-2. That one's high, but trying to get him to chase a little bit up out of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just a bit high to the tall Cunningham. Riker kind of got out of his stance. I don't know if that did it, or that was close anyway. 2 balls, 2 strikes. First base is open, 1 away. Ground ball. And the throw to first is off the mark. Pulls Caden.
Yeah.
And the inning continues. A run is scored. And the game is tied at 3. Back to first and third now for the Beavers.
Jack Manor. I think I heard him say his first name is Jack.
Jack Manor.
I hope I heard
Runner
right.
goes. And the throw is, I mean, Caleb pitched it. I don't know that there was a, oh, he pitched a strike. That was a strike and another steal. That was odd. This has been the most odd thing. And Caleb, another strike thrown. Wow.
You wanted my analysis earlier? My analysis is the deep part of Cumberland's order has really been showing up big.
They
for them.
have, yeah. They sure have. The pitch, ball in the dirt, strike in the dirt. Swinging, and, oh, did I have that wrong? I had,
The ball and 2 strikes.
shoot. Oh, no, now I've got all sorts of problems. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That one is blown away. Runner's going. It gets away from Riker. The throw home not in time. And another run scores. All right. Two balls and 2 strikes. Caleb has thrown, I think, 4 total balls in this inning and has given up 2 runs. He has, I mean, earned runs. 2 runs have come across. It's just a strange. How many hits have there been? None?
None. An error. And
Ball
is a
3.
hit pitch an earned run?
What?
A hit. If you're hit by a pitch, is that considered? That's not an earned run.
I'm fuzzy on that
I'm
one.
never sure about these things.
So, yeah, he did hit a guy. And here's a 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets the strikeout. So he's got 2 outs, both via strikeout. No hits. It's been an error or hit by a pitch. 2 errors. There was a error on the shortstop.
Oh, this young man's name is Ian Sellant.
Ian Sellant.
Yep.
Takes ball 1 high. Caleb popped in the mitt, though. Throwing hard. Wow, what did I do?
Sellant popped up to the catcher and struck out at his last at-bat.
Good. Thank you. Now Caleb missing 2-0.
Maybe he can't feel his fingers because I can't feel mine.
Here's the 2-0. Too high. This is number 8 batter, Ian Sellant. Mason Capra up next. Bottom of the order does well, 3-0. Outside, 4-pitch walk. So we're just talking about how good a job Caleb's done putting the ball over the plate. And just lost him on 4 straight.
Fun fact, Mason Capra was hit by pitches his last at-bat.
Fun fact. Runners at first and third again. Last time they ran the rabbit, as Dick Pepper used to call it. That one's high. 4 straight balls here for Rombach. 5, yeah, 5 straight. Thank you. Caleb looking in to get the sign. He will set. And he'll throw it first. Runner gets back.
I noticed their first base coach is also collecting a nice array of equipment from the players. Brian Billstrip asked for a bag last year.
Runner stays at first, and another ball from Rombach. Well, that's interesting. Caleb was cruising, throwing a lot of strikes. Now he's struggling, throwing a lot of balls. See if he can get it together here on this 2-0. Pitching quickly, and it's fouled away. And that's one thing about Caleb. He likes and usually pitches with pace. Like, he gets the ball, gets on the mound, and throws. He seems to be a little slower here. Two and one, two away. Runners at first and third. The pitch, strike two. That's a nice pitch at the knees. Rombach with 2 strikeouts in the inning, but 2 runs have come across as well. 4-3, Cumberland leads here in the top of the 5th inning. And they're going to have him step off. Good call by one of the fielders. I think it might have been Ryder telling Caleb to step off. He was getting a massive lead.
Yeah, that's who it was, too.
Who was?
I thought it was Ryder as well.
Here's the pitch. Throw down to second. No, they've got a runner in the hot box on the other side. Throw the ball! Ran him back to the base. He pumped 3 times and allowed the runner to get back to third base. Had him dead to rights, but threw the ball a little bit late, and he's able to get in. And now it's second and third. An odd half inning. Swinging a foul. You got. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch, too high. And the bases are loaded in the longest inning. What did I do? Yeah.
Sorry about my sniffle.
Okay, it's okay. Majewski now bats, and the bases are loaded. First walk given up by second walk by Caleb. And he comes back and finds a strike. No place to put him now. 2 runs are in, and they're still working here. The Beavers have sent how many guys to the plate? This is probably their 8th. Swinging a fly. Shallow center, and it lands in front of Brock. Might be a play at third. The throw to third is in time, and he's out at third base. Another 2 runs come across, though, on that little. Oh, it came out of his glove. That was a beautiful throw, and it popped out of the mitt of Grantsburg's third baseman. So the inning will continue. What a bizarre inning this has been for Grantsburg. 6-3 now, Cumberland in a, like I said, just a crazy inning. That was dead to rights. Good throw to third base. Now runners at first and third. That ball just found the grass in center field, and the inning continues. Runner goes. Throw down to second is going to be all the way, but nobody was on second to cover it and to make the tag. Early season stuff here for Grantsburg. Lots to look at practice for the Pirates. Now runners on second and third. 2 away. The pitch. That's ripped into right field. That'll be a base hit and could score 2. Henry comes up with it. He's going to throw home. It's misplayed at first. The cut came out of Caden's glove, and 2 more runs come across. Solid single. Scores 2. Cumberland has batted around. They've scored 4 runs. 6 runs, right. And the throw to first is into the right field. Good job by Quintana to back it up. No damage done. Rombach was absolutely cruising and now has 34 pitches. Blown away. Strike. So count up, how many hits have there been? A couple now? I think there's been 2 hits. Back-to-back hits, really. Yeah, in this inning. Here's the pitch. Curveball popped up. That's coming our way. Okay. Not quite to us. So Caleb working ahead, 1 and 2. See if he can get this final guy out. Three hits. And a ground ball, second base. And the throw over to first is in time. Ryder Anderson gloves it nicely. And that is it. What a crazy half inning. Absolutely bizarre. And 6 runs come across. Grantsburg had taken the lead into the inning. And then the inning started pretty well. But then it didn't. Error on the first pitch. A hit batter on what might have been strike 3. And then another error and a couple of hits mixed in there and stolen bases. And yikes, that one will be one to forget. So we'll see. Cumberland now got themselves a big lead, a 5-run lead here as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. How you feeling?
I'm feeling like my battery's dead.
She's not the best color man in the league for nothing, folks. Well, the power's kind of gone out of the Pirates, too. 6 runs given up. I'm not sure how many were even earned. Anything after an error that would have been the last out.
Well, since the first since the first hit was an error, and then they had the 2 strikeouts here, I believe there are no earned runs in that inning.
No earned runs in that inning. Maybe. Was
Because
that?
I don't think he scored.
I don't know what it's going to
there.
be. You have to. That one's a tricky one. Are you okay?
Yes.
Are you singing?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, a little. I was humming a little.
You were.
I hum off key just so people know.
They know now.
Well, I like to keep it fresh. I seriously don't know how the pitchers are holding the ball at this point.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty cold. It's not the coldest. I remember playing in Baldwin, which is ironically where we're supposed to go on Thursday a couple of years ago. And
turn me off.
And what's happening? All right, Renee is being called to her higher calling, so not much can take her away from the varsity game, but somebody might be hurt on the other field here. And that's 1 ball. That one's 2 balls. All right, what does she have here? That is not Caleb at the plate. What did she? Oh, that's right. She did this. So it's going to be. Well, that's not Brock either. What has she done here? Oh, that's hot. That's a strike at the top of the letters. And Stelsel, not sure he agrees. 2 balls and a strike. Bottom of the 6th, Grantsburg has 3 outs to score a few runs, and that's going to help as Stelsel drives one into center field. And leadoff base hit for Riker. Riker's worked hard in the offseason.
Next batter is number 21, Levi Anderson.
That brings up Levi Anderson. Levi 0 for 2. That one's inside, ball 1. Stelsel on first. Nobody out. Leadoff batter. It was Riker. That one's in the dirt, and it kind of gets caught up in the catcher's gear, so Riker's going to take second on ball 2. Well, that's how it starts. A comeback starts with how the Grantsburg Pirates have began this 5th inning. That ball is a little bit low, ball 3. Parker Peterson on the hill for Cumberland. That one is a 3-0 strike. Looked like it was right at the top of the zone. Popped foul and towards us again. That's going to be out of play. Careful, careful. Out of play. And it's strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second base is Stelsel. Peterson taking a long look. Now looking back at second base. Now he's ready, and he will deliver the payoff pitch. Swung on and flung into center field, fairly deep, and it's over the head of the center fielder. Riker had to wait to see if it'd be caught. Let's see if he goes. He is going to go, and the play will end at the shortstop. RBI double for Levi Anderson, and the Pirates have something going here now, getting 1 run back. 8-4, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Matheny 0 for 2, 2 flyouts for the young man. Strike on the outside corner. He got busted with one of those his first at-bat, too. Renee's back. Hopefully everything's okay over there. Pitch, curveball low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Caden here in the bottom of the 5th inning. I was mistaken earlier. They've got 9 outs to try to get back into this one. Already 1 run back here in the 5th. That one's low. Good stop. Stayed run underneath him. Saving a base for his team. 2 balls, 1 strike, 8-4 the score. A 6-run top of the 5th for the Beavers. Osceola soccer on as well if you want that. That's low and away, or just at least away. 3-1. That one hits Caden, and he's off to a great start. That would have been ball 4, but he'd rather take the hit by pitch. He is maybe the all-time leader in Grantsburg history with hit by pitches, and that's going to bring out the coach for Cumberland. Did you touch?
His record is 4 in 1 game.
Renee, that is too loud. Here's where you get to sit, right there, okay?
Wow.
Yeah, that's where you sit. Are you eating you can't be on the air eating a sucker. I know it's a caramel apple sucker. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So I'm meeting at the mound after a hit, or 2 hits, and now a hit batter. What are you saying? All right, she's got a hot tip, she says. What's your hot tip?
I know who our next pitcher is.
I'm going to guess Ryder Anderson.
You would be incorrect.
I'm going to guess Cookie Lozier.
He is on first base.
Caden Matheny. First try.
Did you turn me down?
I'll never turn you down, honey. So Caleb only gets 1 inning. He was pitching really well, and then it kind of came apart for him. So Caden Matheny, is he going in next inning, or is he the next pitcher? Or does it depend on how this one goes?
I believe he goes in next inning.
Okay. Well, here is Caleb Brombach, the pitcher currently, at least in the top of the 5th. Runner on first and second. That ball skitters away, and the runners will advance.
Yeah. I'm good.
Turn it down if you're going to. Yes. All right, 1-0. Caleb trying to deliver something here after pitching last inning. I wouldn't say it was his fault or anything. It's partly his fault. He was dealing pretty well, but things kind of just went janky for the Pirates in the last half inning. The pitch takes that outside. That's the first close one that I feel like has been called a ball for either team. That one looked pretty close, but off the outside corner, and it's 2-0 for Rambach. Hitters count. Inside, 3-0, and probably a red light here from Coach Pete. 3 balls, no strike. Well, maybe you got the green light here. His big brother, Zach, one of the best to come through here and wear a Pirates uniform. See if Caleb can deliver. He swings, and that will score a run, and it is into left field. That'll be a base hit for Rambach, an RBI single. Matheny kind of had to stay put because he didn't want to run himself out of the or out at third base.
I guess those batting gloves were worth it.
The batting gloves, the Bruce Bolts, yeah, sure. We need to get him some pitching gloves. Just kidding. Like I said, I think he did just fine. Caleb at first, big lead, and that is Caden Matheny at second, moderate lead. The pitch, Grantsburg with 2 runs in. Axel Hale takes strike 1.
Oh.
Axel 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the 3rd inning.
There have been a lot of hit by pitches in this game.
To be expected. Neither team has really had many practices. Here's the pitch. Popped up, and that's going to be playable. It looks like it's going to stay in play. Oh, excellent catch by the catcher. And a foul out from Hale, and there's one away. That was a heck of a play.
That was a really nice catch.
Grantsburg is answered with a couple runs here in the bottom of the inning, but Cumberland scoring 6. Pirates in a bit of a hole still, 8-5 the score. Runners on first and second. Now Henry Quintana bats. Peterson sets and checks the runner at second. And now delivers. That one is low.
Henry would occasionally DH last year.
Yeah, he's not a stranger to the batter's box.
Is that the kind of thing a color commentator says? I'm working into my role.
Nice.
You didn't answer.
You're doing a great job. 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, inside corner for Henry. Looking for a big hit here from Henry. Cookie Lyle Lilzier on deck. That's grounded down the third base line. Just foul for Henry. That would have almost certainly scored Matheny, and depending on how it was played out in right field, Caleb pretty quick around the bases too. And had a great lead at first base. You can see he's almost out of, well, not quite out of frame, but big lead at first with nobody holding him on with a runner in at second base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. to Quintana. That one's in the dirt. Good stop. Boy, catcher is doing a wonderful job back there. That is Jack Manor. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's saved a bunch of bases and just made that nice catch in foul territory on Axel Hale. Here's the 2-2. Curveball inside. Full count here with 1 away. And the pitch. Swinging a foul. Henry stays alive. Can the Pirates get a couple more in this inning to hang with Cumberland? Pace is slowed down here. Back to second and back to second. Here's
Maybe
Matheny.
they don't realize it's getting colder. as the night goes
They
on.
never seem to realize that.
No. The
It is
faster
getting
we go,
colder.
the faster we get warm.
Supper's waiting, boys.
I am a little spoiled. I'm normally in the dugout, and
Yeah.
the wind does not affect me there.
Here we go, the payoff pitch. Lifted to left field, and it's high and fairly deep. Caden's going to tag. No, he's not. Fly ball out, and there's 2 away. Big out there for Cumberland.
Now batting number 33, Lyle Rozier.
So
Now
he's gone
Lyle,
to center field twice.
he's hit it to center field. Did he get a hit? I thought he
did.
got, yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice.
What's
hit.
happening here? Yeah, 2 RBIs he got, and looking for more here. Lyle Lozier put the bat on the ball last time he was up. See if he can get an RBI single here. That one is low and in the dirt, ball 1. Strike. Kind of looked like Cookie was just going to take it until he got strike 1 on him, and now he's ready to go. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. 2 runs have come across for the Pirates, trying to answer a 6-run 5th from the Beavers. Lets it go. Nice job by Cookie to be ready to swing, but to hold off on that breaker into the dirt. Sun is setting. Pete is having a little bit of trouble seeing out onto the field at third base. Here's the pitch. That one stays. Oh, that one crossed at the letters. 2-2. The 2-2 on its way. Inside. Cookie gets out of the way. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. They will be running with the pitch. So a base hit here could definitely score a couple. Brock Matheny on deck. Peterson sets. The payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. So the base is chalked with Brock Matheny coming to the plate. Brock is 0 for 3. 3 ground outs. 1 to the second baseman, 1 to the pitcher, 1 to the shortstop.
He likes the middle of the field.
He does, yes. See if he can get a knock here and score a couple more for the Pirates. Ryder Anderson on deck. Low and away. Ball squirts forward. Good block again. He's not letting anything get by him. A lot of stuff in the dirt. He's able to keep people in check. That's Manor, Jake Manor. Jack Manor, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, he's worked really hard back there.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Here's the pitch. Inside or high or both. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And there is strike 1. And that was just a breaking ball. So you see where the catcher catches it, but it was breaking so much at the front of the plate, it was knee high. Good pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one's in the dirt, 3-1. Almost wondering if, I mean, he's got to be, wait a second. What? The score, okay, the scoreboard was doing funny things. 3 balls, 1 strike. Just going to say, this has to be a perfect pitch to swing at. And it's not, and the run comes across, an RBI walk for Brock. And that might be the end of Peterson's night, and in fact it is. I think they're bringing in left fielder Mason Capra. Mason Capra. Well, quite a turn of events here. Whoops, I am not sure why that's happening. The scoreboard is wrong. What?
I have a little update for you from JV.
Okay.
I spoke with Jackson Gerber, the JV coach, and the score was 12-1 the Pirates over there.
Oh, okay. Well, I somehow have messed up the scoreboard. It's 8-6. Okay, we got it now. I don't know how that happened. 8-6. Grantsburg has scored 3 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. They had a 1-run lead going into the 5th. Gave up 6. Now down 2.
Mr. Matheny is coming to warm up.
Yep, and Caden will come out to warm up.
And Dylan Seeger is warming up.
Okay.
Fun fact, Dylan couldn't find his baseball cleats this morning and thought he'd try soccer cleats. But he found them in the end.
Fun fact from Renee. New segment. Oh.
Fun fact, our college mascot was the Beavers.
That's true, too. Mason Capra. They're haven't turned the water on down here, and I think everybody's getting cold and have been out here for, well, the game started at 5 o'clock. What time is it? 7 o'clock, 7:05. So 2 hours with no end in sight. We still have the whole entire 6th, a third of the 5th, and who knows about the 7th. Depends if Grantsburg can come back and take a lead or not.
It may get dark before the game is over.
They might have to call it because of dark. I've seen that plenty of times. I remember when Zach was up one time, they called it because of the dark because he could have killed somebody because it was really dark.
Yeah. It was very, very difficult to see the ball.
Bases remain loaded. Capra into pitch. It kind of surprised him, I think, judging by the way he reacted, but he pitches it in there, and it is ball 1. This is Levi Anderson with Riker Stelsel up next. Sorry, that's Ryder Anderson.
They look a lot alike.
They do look a lot alike. They do have different numbers on, which I can't see from this far away. Ball 2. Tough situation to come into, bases loaded, but he does have the 2 outs at his back. But falling behind here to Ryder, see if they make him throw a strike, and that is just, what did he call? He did call it a strike. He didn't make it a very gregarious motion. I thought it was a strike from this angle, so 2 balls, 1 strike.
My favorite umpires make it very obvious if it's a strike.
Yeah, I like that too. So we have Caleb on third, Cookie at second, Brock on first. Here's the 2-1 in the dirt. Another good stop, keeping Rombach at third base, but it's 3-1. This has to be a picture-perfect thing to swing at. Another ball is another run for Grantsburg. 2 outs, bases loaded. And the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. It is gloved. It is missed. The throw to second is in time, though. Sorry, I didn't get the camera over quite in time. Shortstop bobbled it, but had the short throw to second and got Brock by a hair. The Pirates do end up scoring 3 runs there in the bottom of the 5th inning to get back in this one. It is now 8-6, and it will be Caden Matheny to come out and pitch. We'll see what the rest of the fielding looks like. Axel Hale's going back out to left. Henry Quintana is going back out to right. I'm sure Brock will be back in center field. My guess is Levi will go to third. Caleb will go back to short. And Lozier might be in the dugout. So it'll be, who's this actual sub then?
Oh, Dylan Seeger might go to first. Ooh.
Yep, Dylan will be going to first base as Caden comes out. So Dylan in for Cookie. Dylan will be playing first base in his baseball cleats. As we head to the top of the 6th inning. Thank you to all of our great sponsors. Some of them have been with us for a long, long time. Physical was actually the first sponsor we ever had. It wasn't Physical at the time. It was Onstead Therapy Services. So Physical has been 9+ years. We're going to head into our 10th year of doing this next fall. Can you believe that, Renee? That's insane.
Community Bank was one of your very first ones, too.
Community Bank. Let's see, who else do we have?
I
I don't want to get to listen a ton of them, but
those were just the very first 2 I
Community
remember.
Bank, those who are still with us. Burnett Medical Center was on pretty soon, pretty early. Oh, and here we go. I didn't even realize that is a bomb.
Oh, that's a hit.
To center field. Boy, I was caught up in reminiscing. I didn't realize they got the inning started so fast. So 1 pitch.
That's Parker Peterson.
That was Parker Peterson. Launches one into left. It's a double. I thought they were still playing music, actually. It's usually what I'm actually paying more attention, but trying to think of those sponsors. So a good start here in the top of the 6th. Another strike, though, for Caden. Caden pitching quickly. That's a fly ball. Is that going to be another seeing eye one? No, Ryder is back, and he does glove it. And the runner will stay at second. So 1 away here, and it's Cunningham who will bat. Cumberland trying to add to their lead. Caden will... And Levi, throw to first, is in the grass, in the dirt, and unfortunately Dylan unable to glove it. He did stop it, and Cunningham on base once again. And another fielding error for the Pirates, and you can just tell they have not had a lot of time out on the grass. They're having some trouble. Same with Cumberland, missing some plays that give them 2 more weeks and they'll all be making these kind of routine plays. But as it is, it's tough with limited time outside. You can't, There's a throw down to second, and it is going to go all the way through. You can't simulate ground balls in a grass infield inside of the gymnasium. So that's just the way it is, said Bruce Hornsby. Good pitch by Caden. That one finds the strike zone. So honestly, the pitching today has been pretty spot on for the Pirates. There was, Caleb was in for that six-run inning, but he pitched well. There's just some other things that kind of took a turn. And as the inning wore on, he did kind of lose some control. That's strike 3, and there's 2 away.
That's 7 straight strikes.
7 straight. Well,
Fun
I remember
fact.
talking. Yeah, but we started talking about that with Caleb, and things went wonky. But there's another strike from Caden. Caden moving quickly.
Caden understands that people want to warm up their hands.
Yeah.
He's currently my favorite player on the field.
And your son is out there. Another strike from Caden.
Caleb did not get me warm hands, did he?
So that's the thing. Like, yeah, there were Cumberland scored 8 runs, but the pitching has been really good. All 4 pitchers have been good. Here's Levi. Nice scoop. The throw to first this time is in time, and Dylan is able to grab it. That was a nice play by Levi Anderson, firing it across the diamond for the out. That was a nice inning for the Pirates, although they still did give up, a couple base runners. That was the fastest flipping inning we've had, and only 9 pitches for Caden there.
I liked it.
The first guy got a hit on the first pitch, then just a lot of strikes. How did the other guy get on? I can't even remember right
Caden
now.
Didn't pitch a single ball, FYI.
Really, all strikes,
All
9 for
strikes.
9.
Yeah, it's like a turkey.
See, you like that? All
Bowling.
strikes. It's kind of. But I am very hopeful for this season, and hopefully the Pirates can still pull this one out.
Would you like to see who's
No, you say it.
Stelsel, Hale, nope.
Nope.
Sorry,
Oh,
Anderson,
my goodness.
Levi Anderson, Matheny, and Rombach.
You usually just say 3, so can you do it over?
I don't feel like it. Stelsel, Levi Anderson, Caden Matheny.
There you go.
Got all these twins. Got to specify.
Yes, you do. It's same pitcher that finished. That is Capra.
Yes.
Fun fact. There was a famous, more trivia instead of fun fact, because you're the fun fact girl.
Thank you. You can't take my thing.
Capra was a famous director, Frank Capra.
Yes.
What movie is he best known for, I think?
It's not American Graffiti, is it?
It's way older than that. Oh, Michelle Johnson said softball team won 10-3 over Cumberland. Thank you, Michelle, for that update.
Congratulations, Pirate softball.
Yeah, Pirate softball 1-0 on the early season. Pirates trying to hang with them. The Pirate softball team also feels like this is a year that they could do some damage, get back to Madison. They've got the girls to do it. Have you figured it out yet?
No.
It's a black and white movie that turns color.
Is it Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
For real?
I don't know.
Oh, I think I knew that.
Maybe. Somebody fact check me. I think it is. I think Frank Capra was the director of that.
Frank
Who wrote The
sounds
Wizard
right.
of Oz? Who
Baum?
wrote it?
Was it
Yeah,
Baum?
yeah. Baum. Who starred in The Wizard of Oz?
Judy Garland.
There you go.
I almost said Dorothy.
I knew you almost said Dorothy.
This is Riker Stelsel.
Riker Stelsel, how's he done today?
He
Takes strike 1 at the letters. He does not. That's a couple times now he is had to take it. The high strike. He doesn't like it, but that's the second time it's been called. No balls, 1 strike. That one is behind him. And he Actually, not quite behind him because it hit him in the foot. So a hit by pitch.
Got another one.
Another hit by pitch. We got to see how many of those there are. So the leadoff batter is on here in the heart of the order. 3, 4, 5 guys in the order coming up for Grantsburg. This is Levi Anderson. I think Levi doubled last time up. What did he do last time?
Yeah, he did hit a double.
Stelsel, good lead on at first. Now takes a little bit more. That one's fired high. Ball 1. Eight to 6, Cumberland on the strength of a six-run fifth. Pirates have their leadoff guy on here in the bottom of the 6th, and Riker making his mom do some laundry tonight. Actually, she's going to have, and I don't know, maybe she doesn't do it. Maybe he has to wash his own uniform. We try to make our kids do that, but they just bring it up and leave it by the washer. Here's the pitch. Strike. That's a good pitch right there.
Zach's been learning how to do his laundry.
Well, you know, you go out in the real world. Well, college isn't the real world, but, you know, away from mommy and daddy.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to wash his baseball pants. They just put it on a laundry loop, and somebody else does it for him.
That's true. Pampered.
I want a laundry loop.
1-1. Runner goes. Good jump by Riker. Ball is thrown down. Sorry, I kind of got caught up there. Swing and a miss. So it's strike 2, but Riker is on second base with nobody out. That was just a heck of a jump by Stelsel there. So runner in scoring position for the Pirates.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. It skips. Nice backhand. Throw to first is in time. That's the best defensive play we've seen. And there's one away.
Commentator, did you hear him?
No, what?
The short or the center fielder. He said, "What a play!" And it sounded just like he came from a RBI baseball.
Oh, what a play!
Yeah.
Little 16-bit. So one down here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner on second base for Grantsburg. That's Stelsel. Hit by a pitch to start the inning. Caden takes strike 1 down Madison Avenue. The sun is going down much quicker now.
Yep.
It's going to be dark pretty soon.
There's not very many fingers left over there.
If it were up to if Caden were pitching, we could get 3 more innings in. And the pitch. That's low. Another good stop behind the dish. So I'm sure they didn't turn the water on because it could still freeze. So no bathrooms, no water fountain or anything like that.
The upcoming snow may have something to do with that.
Here's the 1-1. That one misses. Ball 2. So Cumberland pitchers, Majewski did a nice job in the first 3 innings, but since having a little bit of trouble with control, although they've done enough to kind of keep Grantsburg at bay, though the Pirates have played at 6. JV game has been over for some time. Here's the pitch. Strike at the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good pitch there. Fastball right at the knees for Caden Matheny. Now Capra trying to fight his way out of this. Checks the runner and is deliberate. Comes to the plate. Ripped down the left field line. That is going to be extra bases for Caden Matheny. An RBI double for the senior. He unloaded on that one, and the Pirates are within 1. That was a good hit. You could just tell he barreled that thing up, hit it sweet. And Caleb Rombach now bats. He puts the, did you see what he just did? You did?
I did see what he did.
What Caleb did?
Yes.
He did what Zach does?
He copied his big brother.
Yeah.
Did you also see that Caden had to remove 3 items from his body?
Yeah. Well, we can see V pretty good here, pretty well here. He's got batting gloves and all sorts of paraphernalia, none of which belong to the Vilstrup family.
No.
So the Pirates have worked their way back into this one. 1 away, runner on second, 1 run is in. And Caleb Brombach bats. Got a hit his last time up, takes ball 1. Isn't that right, or did he walk?
I think he got a hit.
He did get a hit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he might have 2 hits today. You gave him an error on that one. I think it was a hit
I'm never
in the second inning.
Kids don't like it when I keep book.
No, you're the Grinch.
I am.
Can I not get that on?
I suppose I can let you get there. I was just checking to see if I
The pitch. That one's high and inside. You were what?
I was just seeing if you stood closer to you, it would be warmer.
No.
It's not.
Two balls and no strikes to the junior Rombach. Axel Hale on deck, 3-0. First base is open after the Caden Matheny double. And most likely see Caleb with the red light here. And I'm sure we'll see Caden next inning to try to close this thing out if the Pirates can somehow take the lead. Caleb takes strike 1. That was a good pitch, but everybody in the ballpark knew he was taking there. See if Capra can come back with another one. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 1-run lead for the Beavers. Swing and a miss, a mighty cut. And it's a full count now to Rombach. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. So there's 2 away. Big out there for Capra. 2 down. Runner on second.
Axel popped up to the catcher at the last at bat. It was a really nice play by the
Yeah,
catcher.
great play by the catcher on the last one. So now can Axel get it into the outfield and score Caden here from second base. The pitch is high. Ball 1. Good job by Capra. He had been kind of scuffling. It was 3-0 to Rombach. He came back with 3 straight strikes. Good-looking pitches. And now back to the high pitch there. The coaches in the dugout for Cumberland imploring the outfielders to come in some. Probably the right move here. Axel takes strike 1. 1-1. Henry Quintana on deck if the inning continues. No lights here. The sun is 10 minutes away from setting. And Axel launches one into center, and it is dropped in center field. Caden Matheny rounds third, and he will score. And Axel Hale delivers, puts the bat on the ball, and that might have just been a tough one to pick up off the bat. I could barely see it from my angle. What?
That was a hit.
That was not a hit. That was not a hit, honey.
I like Axel.
Oh, my gosh. That's how you score?
No.
That was a run. Whether it was a hit or not is, I guess, debatable. And since my wife is always right, it was a hit, but also debatable.
Probably wasn't.
I thought he dropped it. Like I said, I couldn't see. Could you see it?
I thought it bounced.
Oh, did it
between
bounce? Oh,
well,
maybe
I
it
thought
bounced.
It went between his arms. He had to run up and dive.
It went
with
between his arms?
I thought it went
like a
this.
basketball? Like in basketball into a basket?
I just dropped.
That'd be an error.
I just littered.
Be sure to pick that up after the game.
That no, it's stuck to the fence. It came out of my pocket when I
Okay, here we go. The game is now tied here in the bottom of the 6th. The Pirates have come all the way back. Runner at first is Hale. That's a ball a little bit high. borderline. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Quintana. And then it is Dylan Seeger on deck. Getting dark. The moon is coming out. Here's the pitch. Curveball, and it bounces. And Axel will go to second. I thought the ump said dead ball as if it hit him. But no, it's not a hit. It's just a ball, and the runner goes to second. So the Pirates a chance to take the lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 balls, 1 strike to Quintana. A well-placed hit could score Hale from second. And Dylan Seeger on deck. And we see Caleb and Caden coming back out of the dugout just to get the arms warmed up. I'm sure Caden will be back out there. He pitched a nice 6th inning.
Strikes.
Swinging a foul. That's out of play. Count is evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hale, the runner on second, delivered a base hit / maybe could have been an error. Hard to tell from our angle to see where the ball was, but runner scored. Caden Matheny from second base on that. See if Henry can get a hit here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Inside. Full count. I've got to reach for the camera, I'll back up a little bit. Renee's really trying to get my radiant heat. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a grounder into left field. And it's going to be Axel held up at third base. And rightfully so. Good job getting the ball back in. Sorry about the absolutely terrible camera work. I need a cameraman, and I don't have one. Good hit. And Henry delivers, but they have to have one more. Dylan Seeger to bat. His first at bat, it may be in varsity, with a chance to get a game-winning RBI here. And Cumberland is going to meet at the mound and hand the ball over to another pitcher. So we're going to have a pitching change here. The game is tied 8-8. This is risky. We'll see. It is one wild pitch, pass ball away from Grantsburg, taking the lead here, but you got to give props to, hold on a second, move your finger. You got to give props to Jack Mason. Manor. Yeah, Jack Manor. Sorry, should know his name by now. He's done a phenomenal job, and a lot on his shoulders right now. Coming in to pitch is Hunter Wickstrom. He was playing shortstop. He's coming in to pitch, try to stop the bleeding here. Grantsburg scored 2 runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning and have come all the way back and tied the game. Runners on first and third. Still a chance here for the Pirates to take the lead. Dylan Seeger came in last inning for Lyle Lozier, a little switcheroo because Levi went over to third. That's where Cookie was playing. That's Lyle. And then Caden pitched. He was playing first base, so that's where Dylan came in. But in the book, it's Dylan is batting in Lyle's spot.
Coach V got rid of all of the stuff he was holding.
Well, he had the opportunity.
Hands back in his pocket.
Yeah. So we'll see how aggressive Dylan is here. 2 outs. Runners on first and third. We'll see if they send Quintana. Quintana pretty fast. Heck of a good linebacker for the Pirates. I want to see he was All-State something.
I think he was.
I think he was too.
Hopefully.
Not much of a lead at first for him. Nothing worse than getting picked off in this situation. But here we go. Dylan Seeger, the batter, takes strike 1. That's just what Cumberland needed to just get a strike. Get a strike across. And I think the plan all along was to make him throw strike one. Now Dylan ready to hit. Wickstrom sets. Now he comes home. That one is off the plate inside, ball one. Brock Matheny on deck for the Pirates. Just wants to keep this out of the dirt. The sun is now set. Ground ball, back up the middle. Gonna be a tough play. Oh, Dylan's falls at going down the baseline. He tripped and fell, trying to beat that one out. I don't think it would have happened regardless. Good play, and a story that he'll have for the rest of his life. And you know how Dylan has that aw shucks grin and the little head tilt. I'm not sure if I got it on camera, but his jersey, his uniform is dirty. Now they're going to call the two teams together. No, they're going to call the game. They're going to call the game due to darkness. I was hoping that wouldn't happen, and that's why I was hoping that Grantsburg would score that. Obviously, it's, they're going to keep going. Or are they? I think they might be sending him out to warm up, but it might be moot. Two coaches talking, the two umpires are talking, the guys are sort of waiting to see what the outcome is. And I see Riker heading towards the dugout, and that is going to do it. So game number one ends in a non-loss for both teams. That is probably not exactly true what Eric said. They're calling it because the umps are cold. It is dark, and they're not going to get another full inning in. I bet if Grantsburg had taken the lead, they probably would have tried to get it in. But the sun, like I said, has completely set. Renee has walked off. She's just walked off, and at least she turned her mic down. That was good of her. She's going to get the car so we can pack this thing up. She is very cold, you guys. So I am to be honest, but so cool that we could get a game in here, a tie. How is that going to affect everything? Good gravy. Because I am sure they won't be getting back together to finish the seventh inning. And did they even shake hands? I wasn't even paying attention. They must have. So 8-8, and a lot to be excited about for this team, and a lot to work on as well. A lot of the stuff to be worked on, honestly, is just they need some reps outside. I would say that for Cumberland, too. But Grantsburg looks like they had four pitchers, Adam Handy into Levi Anderson, into Caleb Brombach, and then Caden Matheny at the end. All four pitched really, really well, but got into their pitch count pretty fast as well. So there's a lot to like, and there's a lot to work on. So just what Pete Johnson wants to have happen here. And my guess is the game on Thursday is not going to – hold on a second. What do you need? The game on Thursday is likely not going to get played. I mean, you can look at the weather yourself and see that we are going to have a lot of bad weather. So probably not going to have that one go. So it'll be the following week before we can see these guys play again and have the softball games for you. Hey, you know what? Good news. Goob and Stacy are going to be back to call those games. And Renee, I need your help. Put your deal back on there. You know, I know you want to go, but my dad loved coming to these ball games, and he loves it. He loves guys who are heart, hustle, and effort. So I just wanted to, he passed away in October, so every game I want to give out the Tom Rombach Grantsburg player of the game, win, lose, or draw. I would always ask him who he thought the player of the game should be when we would do this, when he was up here doing the score. And so who do you think heart, hustle, effort type of guy tonight.
Golly.
I know it's a tough one. It was a lot to take in.
I immediately want to give it to Caden only because he tried to quickly get my fingers unfrozen, but I thought Levi got a lot of balls. He hit to him over in short and third, and I don't know, pitched pretty well.
Let's just for this one, since there's no, I don't think, clear-cut guy, we're going to give it to Dad's grandson. He loved watching his grandsons play ball. So we'll give it to Caleb Brombach, although he didn't have much of a night. He did have a couple of hits, but that's not the criteria. But just for tonight, we'll give it to Caleb just because it's, it's Dad's grandson. Does that sound okay to you?
I'm down.
Okay, you're down. And Caleb, he'll earn it a couple times, I'm sure. All these guys are in the running. They all play their hearts out and work so hard. So I guess that will do it here for us as the sun has set and our fingers are completely numb. And final score, 8-8. Yuck. But that is, the scoreboard says 21-8. Okay, Grantsburg won 21-8. Nice, good deal. That's going to do it. Thank you, Renee, for all your help up here. I've pulled her out of the dugout up here to help me in the freezing cold and wind, but it'll pay off. It'll pay dividends, and that's going to do it. My name is Bob Brombach for Renee. Thanks for watching high school baseball here in March on We Are Grantsburg, part of the We Are Network. Have a great night, everybody.